secrets of different bills. At Uncle Demon, you need it, I got it listed here. You wanna make it, I'll show you just how to make it here. I got all the rarest bills, and I ain't done yet. Went from the finish to making bills like a prospect. Flow space and slashes to catching us with a lot of threat. You keep the medals cause the right one's coming up next. Only scratch the surface, still they try to drag my name in dirt. They try to bring me down, see me winning, you ain't like me then.
Alright, so today we're going to talk about a rare build called the Gun and Give Edge Enforcer. I think this is probably going to be one of the fun, well, unique name and meta build that you can get in this game. When you see the breakdown, it's going to pretty much shock you how crazy this build can get. Again, thanks to the cap breakers, 6'7", 215, 6'11 wingspan. All right, so this is where things get crazy off rip on finishing. So you'll be able to get a 95 driving dunk with this build. So what does that mean? Well, you can get the elite contact dunks with this thing, right? And you have to upgrade your vert, right? So your dunk and vert, you upgrade those, and that will give you those elite contact dunk animations off rip, okay? Then you have the 40 standing dunk to get the basic standing dunk animations, and that's pretty much where it comes there, okay? Now, from the shooting, 3-point shot, you're going to be looking at an 85, right? And then an 86 mid-range, which, as you can see here, you can get a 91 mid-range. If you put 5 cap breakers here, which we all know how crazy mid-ranges are, that would give you gold shifty shooter, and then you can use your max +2 to get this to legend, okay? So if you're somebody that's looking to fade and do all that stuff, then this will be the route you can go. There's gonna be multiple routes you can go with this build based upon your playstyle, okay? So there's gonna be a total of 15 that you can look at cap breaker wise, but it's going to be predicated on which direction you want to go with the build, and that's where you'll be able to truly get the experience that you're looking for with a rare build like this, because cap breakers change everything, okay? So we already talked about you can get the 95 driving dunk, you can get a 91 mid-range shot, all by using your 5 cap breakers. You also have the ability here to go to 85 with 4 cap breakers here, or 86 to get the ankle assassin. You only need to go 86 or lower with a build like this, because since you're over 6'4", you don't get all those 6'4" and other animations. So that's why you see a lot of players just stop at 81 or 85 or 86. It's all about how the people want to play, okay? So you do not have to necessarily put anything on your cap breakers here, because most of the animations you're gonna be able to get. There's a few that will require a higher ball handle, and if that is, then maybe you want to add cap breakers here, but for the most part, you don't have to do anything here, okay? Now, defensively, once again, you have the ability to get to a 92 perimeter defense. That 92 perimeter defense will give you gold challenger and gold on ball menace, and it will give you gold pick dodger. This is actually pretty dang going good, all right? But if you only have 10 cap breakers or so, you have to make a decision. If you have someone like me that's about to be on pace to get 15 cap breakers, then now I'm open up to be able to get my driving dunk, my mid-range shot, and my perimeter defense, okay? So it's really up to you about which direction you want to go with this build, but it's so fun, all right? You also have the 73 steel to get that silver interceptor. You need to, at minimum, have an 82. If you go 81, you lose the name of the build. Same thing on your rebounding. You need to at least have an 85 defensive rebound, or you'll lose the name of the build. So that's the reason why you see this odd 82 on my block, which of course you'll need an 84, but you can't get that anyway because you're going to get to an 83. Because the reason why I wanted to make sure I went 6'11 wingspan, because I wanted to make sure I had a 91 mid-range. Now, again, you can make these little slight adjustments. If you're like, yo, I don't want that 91 mid-range, I want to use 2 cap breakers here to get this paint patroller on silver, then you'll have to max out go up 1 inch on the wingspan, but understand you'll lose that mid-range shot. So hopefully this is not confusing you and it's making sense. 80 speed, you need to have 80 agility to get the on-ball menace on gold, so don't change that. You get an 85 strength here, which will give you a move enforcer on gold, right? So again, you're getting all these gold badges again that you can obviously upgrade to be able to get to Hall of Fame or Legend with your max +1 and max +2. And then again, like I said, your vert is a 74. You're going to have to, if you're going to be using cap breakers on driving dunk to get that 95, you're going to have to use cap breakers here in your vert to get that also to an 85. So as you can see here, I come up with posterizer, you'll see right here, you need an 80, I'm sorry, an 85 vert because you can get a 96 driving dunk. So you need an 85 vert. Or you can be like, bro, I'm cool with a 93. I'm just going to go to the 80. So as you can see, there is a lot of shuffling here. Okay? A lot of shuffling here. But it's going to be worth it because regardless, this build by season 7 or 8, you're going to have the tons of cap breakers anyway that you're going to be able to utilize. There's no big weaknesses to report, and it's called a gun and give edge enforcer. Okay? As you can see, I have my Dennis Rodman template here for my Dennis Rodman build. I was running with that earlier today. So what I want to show you here is how absolutely insane this build is. All right, so come over here and then look at the cap breaker. Look at this. So 75 plus 5 is 80, and then 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95. So anyway, you can't even get to 96. So all you need is an 80. So then you go here, that gives you 93 or 96, but then you just need 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80. So you'll need to use 7 cap breakers here to get this 80 vert and be able to have that 94 driving dunk. And now you'll be able to get the pro contact dunks. I also spoke on being to use 5 cap breakers here to get to that 91, to get that gold shifty shooter, to use that max plus 1 to be able to get that to gold. And then of course, your ball handle, getting that up to an 86 if you want to get the ankle assassin on silver, or stop at 85 if you want to just get like, I think it's like, thinking off the top of my head, I think like James Harden. I'm not sure if Devin Booker, like there's some things that animations you can get there. 80 still gonna give you some good ones. And then of course, defensively, getting all the way up to a 92 to get that challenger on gold, to be able to get that pick dodger, to be able to get the on ball menace, all those badges on gold, which in default, you can use a max plus 1 or max plus 2, like I said, and be able to get those on Hall of Fame and Legend. Then of course, your defensive rebound, like I said, don't sleep on that. You're going to be a small forward, but you still will be able to get rebounds at a high rate, and you need to have that in order to get the name. Okay? Again, I really like this build a lot, man. I just cannot express how crazy this build is. You can't ask for anything better than this, man. It's pretty toxic. They even have the 85 pass accuracy, be able to get that bailout on bronze and just be able to pass out of situations and have a decent passing accuracy is kind of refreshing because, most of the time a 65 or a 75, 77 pass act, this build has an 85. So again, that's going to be pretty dope. There's a lot of things to like about the build. I didn't even talk about standing dunk or the fact that you're driving layup or close shot. There's so many ways you can go about this. Maybe you want to do post fades, so you want to upgrade this. I mean, there's so many different directions you can go with this build. What would have been toxic if this 82, if this was a +2, then I would have given you 84. That would have been crazy. But, which, you can't. But at the end of the day, man, this is still, in my opinion, probably one of the better rare builds that I've made thus far this year because it allows you to be extremely meta. Especially meta right now is mid-range fades. So yeah, man, y'all let me know in the comment section what you think about the build. Is it a W? Is it an L? But other than that, it's your favorite old head Uncle Demi. I'll be back really soon on the Banger, man. When I say back soon on the Banger, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about tomorrow, man. I'm out.